We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames to see what is going on for the twin flame collective. This is a message for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine, to see what is going on. We are wrapping up February and we're about to shift into March, and the energies are going to move quite fast as we're getting ready for the 3-3 portal. We have a lot of galactic days coming at us in March as well too. I know that we have a stretch of, I believe, 15 galactic activation portal days in a row that start about a week before the spring equinox as well too. So March is going to bring some huge upgrades. Doesn't surprise me. This is time to really work on yourself. But let's just go ahead and do a reading starting with the divine feminine to see what is going on for the feminine collective. We have lots of people in different situations. Remember that your twin flame journey is unique to you as to what it's bringing up as well too. So we'll start with some cards for the divine feminine. And these energies are powerful. Make sure that you're using them to tap into your healing, manifesting, and your spiritual awakening and spiritual path during this time. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with some messages for the divine feminine specifically. And if you are the divine masculine, you can take this as messages directly from your divine feminine. What's going on for the divine feminine collective? I want to contact our mutual friends to ask about you. You guys might share a lot. I know that you guys might have friends in common, and just kind of depends as well too. So this is kind of a separation energy card. Not everyone is in separation, but if you're in separation, remember that this is needed so that your soul, because you're each your own unique person, can go on and move forward in your own unique chapter as well too. What causes separation is usually, yes, you were meant to meet your twin flame, because I often ask a lot of questions about this journey and the purpose of it. You were definitely meant to meet this person, but one or both may not have been ready. Oftentimes, if you feel you were ready and the other person wasn't, they probably weren't. They probably have more stuff to do as well too. You might have been put into their life to cataclyze or act as a catalyst for their spiritual awakening, to show them the work that they need to do, healing as well too. So we have this kind of, if you're in separation, trusting that you're moving on or moving forward into the next chapters of your life, and it's something that your unique kind of journey has to kind of do on your own as well too. So we have that kind of energy coming up right now within the collective. I feel like I abandoned you and myself when we broke up. I want to reconcile. So divine feminine wants a reconciliation, but something may have happened that's too much. It could have triggered a lot of abandonment wounds, rejection, and things like that. We have that oftentimes as well too. And it kind of depends on where you're at as well too. But there is this kind of energy coming up as well too. You're being guided to really work on yourself. If this person has hurt you in some way, yes, your twin flame can hurt you. These relationships can, especially if the other person is holding on to toxic patterns or narratives or things kind of going on. You're being guided to really work on yourself. If they've shown that they're not ready to be in union or in a relationship, you can no longer wait around for them to get it together. Like, they may or may not, right? And they would have already if they wanted to as well too. So we have this. And hopefully in the past, this connection has triggered a lot of inner child abandonment wounds. It may have even been kind of attracted on that level as well too. Just kind of depends. It may have shown you some of your core wounds or the other person's, and now they interacted as well too. You're being guided to heal the inner child family wounds and things like that might have come to the surface as well too. Your twin flame may mirror different narratives, whether from past relationships, past experiences, or even inner child stuff as well too. So we do have divine feminine wants to reconcile, but this has triggered, we'll say, too much abandonment, rejection, and wounds and things like that. From, it could have been being mistreated, things said, what has happened as well too. I'm just looking into your eyes and into your soul. So we have this energy of missing each other. I was telling someone this morning, they said, I forget what they said, that they didn't feel so great right in the separation still, and it's been a long time. I said, well, of course you don't. You're missing half of your soul, and that's what separation is as well too. And so we didn't notice that when we were asleep and unconscious and kind of looking for partnerships or dating or with people and karmics and soulmates. But once you've met your twin flame and you've even had a taste of that, you realize once it's pulled away or ripped away, separation, that you're missing half of your soul now. And it can really, really feel like that within the spiritual as well too. This can lead to shadow work, a lot of depression, anxiety, things surfacing, healing coming up as well too. So we have this kind of energy that is coming up, especially for those that are in separation. If you're in union, this journey doesn't stop. You're going to be continuing to clear blocks and obstacles and things that come up, or, you know, different things together though. When you're in separation, you're needing to go heal separately as well too. You were meant to meet this person despite how it may look in your life as well too. This is where you need to also stay positive and trust the universal plan for your life. Oftentimes in separation, you're being guided to work on yourself and your own spiritual path and your own spiritual mission, how you can help people and to be of service. I wish I could take back the hurtful things I said. It was wrong to take my frustration out on you. Divine Feminine might not be proud of things that they said as well too. Twin flames see things about the other though that they may need to work on as well too. We have this kind of energy coming up. You definitely saw through their mask. Your divine masculine, your DMM may have let you down. They may have been lying. They might have been hiding things. They may have been keeping you out of their life, like where you have a relationship with them and they don't let you in any area of their life. They might have flat out lied to you or not been treating you good. This kind of stuff can happen as well too, because it will amplify things already underneath as well too. So there's also things that have come out from this too, and this is just ego state too. It's literally responses and things like that. The ego that has come up, the shadow, it's just how they are hiding that they're not as confident as you thought. They have self-esteem issues on the other end of it. So sometimes it could have caused things to come up, shadow traits, shadow aspects. I always keep saying narcissistic traits, things like that, or things that may have come up stored within the ego too. These are ego defense mechanisms, ways that they might be blocking out love as well too. So we have this ego thing has come up too, and that you've seen to the core of this person. Sometimes when we have that runner dynamic, that's exactly why as well too, that you've seen them too deeply and that it makes them very uncomfortable as well too, as they're having to suddenly face parts of them that have been revealed or that they need to work on or they need to heal more too. So we do have this energy of, if you're in a separation, shadow work coming up for both. Okay, you may have not have been telling them how you feel about them truly, and this could be you also hiding your feelings and things like that. Maybe they don't know how deeply you really do care about each other. Twin flames may trigger each other, but underneath it, on a soul and a spiritual level, there's a deep spiritual connection. If you're in separation, you're being guided to hold on to and work on that spiritual connection as well too. You might be feeling them around you. You might feel hot energy sensations, cold chills, waves, and things like that. These are ways that you know that they're thinking about you. So this is Divine Feminine wishing that she had used her words and expressed herself better. Throat chakra work. But there has been a third party energy that has come up in this connection. We have this energy that has come up, this third party. Something has pushed you apart in the outer. Twin flames will be tested, especially in the separation. So I have this energy in this reading. Now, this isn't for everyone, but for some, your DM, your divine masculine may have blown you off for someone else or tried to. This could be old karmics that they didn't clear that they wanted to like hold on to. It could be new love interests, people that they're friends, right? Family and things like that. All different kind of things have come up, but there has been some type of experience or person that has pushed you apart as well too, whether it was friends or family talking in their ear, or they were looking for something better or had their eyes on something better as well too. So there are things that have gotten in the way of you being together as well too. We have this third party energy, and it just kind of depends with it as well too. This is on the DM side because we have the two women on the card as well too. So we have stuff that's kind of come up. If you are in separation, you're probably getting a lot of attention suddenly. And this is from the twin flame energy. It makes you extremely magnetic, and a lot of people don't understand it as well too. So we have this kind of energy kind of coming out as well too. But this is also on the masculine side because this is feminine on the card, right? So if they're in separation, they may be acting single, they may be looking around, but they're also reflecting on what happened with you, divine feminine, looking at the connection, but they've been keeping their options open. So what has happened for many twin flames I work with a lot, that some of them were trying to flirt with others, go out with others, keep their options open. And usually they get blown off and come back to you, or they get rejected as well too, especially if they've been rejecting you, because that energy has to go somewhere. So oftentimes it goes into other areas of their life as well too. So we've had this kind of stuff that's played out. Something has come up and gotten in the way. This could be another feminine. This could be family, money, job, situations. All right, don't go back to old habits right now. Don't go back to old patterns and old behaviors. They may be stirred up as well too. It doesn't matter if these are addiction, codependency, tendencies, falling back on your spiritual path as well too, because twin flame can do that to you as well too. When you're going through these highs and lows, it's important what you're doing in the lows. Make sure you're staying in energy of gratitude, staying positive, working on things that bring you joy. This is going to help you a ton, as this may have affected your solar plexus and your self-esteem as well too. I already talked about your divine masculine has self-esteem issues past that ego that they show you, where they act very confident and not afraid of anything. They're actually showing that they're scared of love and that they have self-esteem issues. So this might be affecting you in how they've treated you as well too. Both of you are feeling that you aren't ready, or you're not worthy for this person, or that you're not good enough for this person on some level as well too. Secrets might be coming out right now. Oh my God, no. All the lies and secrets come out. Ultimately, yes, you're going to have everything revealed to you. If one or the other has been hiding things, and everything will kind of come out, right? What come out into the light. And this is the inner shadows. This is the things, right? Whether they're saying things to you and you're understanding them and getting in their head, or whatever it is, there's stuff that has come out into this relationship. It may have made it messy and contributed to the separation too. So we have this chaser energy. Being guided not to chase, instead really work on yourself, is going to make you feel really, really good. So when you're chasing your twin flame, you're going to feel this separation, desperation energy even worse, and it's going to feel terrible. And that's what they want. When we have the runner, they get off on you chasing them and acting like you want them. It makes them feel good. They love that. It's kind of narcissistic, but whatever. Yeah, they actually like that, right? You're giving them all your attention and energy for very little work. You're trying to prove yourself or act like you love them and things like that. Don't fall into this chaser energy. You're being guided to really put this energy into yourself, and to see that if separations are happening, they're happening on a bigger universal level, so that you can work on yourself, your energy, and your own healing. The reason why most separations happen is because you've been putting too much energy and thought and focus into this connection, and you need to really work on your own life path and next chapter. We have new chapter vibes coming at us too. Most of the time separations happen because people aren't good for you. Yes, that can translate into twin flame if your partner isn't doing the work or respecting you or whatever. There's good news though. There's a lot of romantic feelings between you and this person, and this is like strong emotional connection. You have a strong emotional bond, a strong emotional connection. You can probably feel their emotions, feel what they're going through, and kind of feel them far away across time and space as twin flames. But there is some space and distance where you're both needing time to think and reflect on this as well too, and to work on your own healing as well too. This is how you become stronger as individuals and stronger on your spiritual path. Take this space to really work on yourself, self-care, healing, Reiki healing sessions, energy healing. Real quick, make sure you guys are booking a reading on my website if you need me, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. I do twin flame readings. I always say that's the best place to start, but make sure you're also doing energy work and doing the healing sessions. They will help you a ton with clearing energy, releasing blockages, and healing separation wounds, because these are deeper wounds that you already carried that caused the separation in the first place, and you can't come back together until you've healed the original stuff that put you into separation. So I always say do tons of energy healing sessions. Many of you guys need furtherly activated to hold higher 5D union codes. This will help with your ascension and your awakening. I also do twin flame coaching, which will help you from start to finish, kind of working your way into union. It'll heal you no matter what your situation. It'll help you a ton. So I have tons of tools on my website: twin flame readings, twin flame healings, and of course twin flame coaching sessions. All right, we have divine feminine. Working on your throat chakra. Your energy is electric when you're feeling good. It's very magnetic to your twin flame. When you're not feeling good, you push them away, not realizing it, they go away. When you're feeling good, you're extremely magnetic to this person. Work on your throat chakra. Okay, you are processing karmic baggage. Every separation you go through, you're gonna have breakthroughs, and this is important too, because the people you're gonna only be able to really go as deep as the breakthroughs that you've had. So every time you're going through these layers of it, whether it's separation, healing, union, right? You're going through these layers and you're going to have huge breakthroughs where you're clearing a lot of karmic energies. You'll notice you purge in these states and you release a lot of energies, especially as the energies are going up on planet Earth too. So you're being guided to release the karmic baggage. And I feel, not to pick, but some of the divine feminines are unawakened and need to, and some are awakened, have done a high level of work. It just kind of depends on where you're at, right, within your awakening. But you're being guided to clear out past karmic debris, to really cut the cords of past relationships, clear hurts and wounds from them, to heal your inner child, and to process and clear any type of karmic connections and karmic energies as well too. These things get in the way of union. All right, this is choose ease and grace, the path of least resistance. You're being guided to really focus on your spiritual awakening and your spiritual path right now. It's very important that you're fine-tuning your intuition and your inner guidance to listen to it, because your soul's path is unique to you. Knowing that you're supposed to meet your twin flame in the higher, so if you're in a space of separation, you're needing to raise your spiritual frequency or raise your energetic vibration. Time to raise your energy up. You're going to do this through energy healing work too. We have queen energy, divine feminine, and this is like goddess. You were born to be a goddess queen, right? You're literally being guided to step into that divine feminine. I said yesterday to one of my family members, I'm all about the divine feminine rising, right? I said, this is all about taking back your power, and you might need to from your twin flame if they haven't been great for you and things like that. The universe will always decide with these separations. It's shifting into this total goddess, divine feminine, queen energy. I know we're coming out of this Disney princess kind of era, but no, you are a whole queen and you're looking for your king. And, you know, it's important that you're finding someone that can match your energetic intensity in life, or match your flow as well, too. Only your divine masculine will be able to step into that full king role as well, too. But many of these masculines, they're not ready. I mean, some of them might be still playing Joker, right? Or they haven't done it, or they haven't done the energy work, but many are, right? Maybe some of them are in king status waiting for you. It just kind of depends on where they're at energetically, because this comes down to the energy of it, too. Once you step into that queen era, you're going to know your worth as well too. And you're going to want someone that can, as I said, match that energy and match that intensity. This is about how you're taking care of yourself as well too. If you're still kind of, you know, focused on everything outside of you, that's the dream, accepting crumbs in your relationship, right? It's not okay. Like, you're needing to really, really redefine your self-esteem, your self-worth, and what you deserve in life. And you'll notice with your spiritual awakening, as you're learning better, you're going to probably up the bar, and you're going to probably start to receive more and receive better as well too. You begin to really heal yourself in these distortions, and you begin to attract more as well too. This is shifting into that full-on queen energy as well too. So we have the Hermit in reverse. This is like withdrawn too much as well too. And this is time to get back into the world. This is like, have you been feeling lonely? And this is like ultimate separation energy, but maybe not too, right? So this is like, maybe you've been keeping to yourself too much. You've been doing the healing by yourself for a long time. You've been in hermit mode. You've been the ultimate empath and like avoiding things. Time to get out there and have some fun. You need to live life as well too. It's a huge part of we come to the planet for, is to have this 3D experience and to have as many experiences as we have too. This is kind of a separation message, but doesn't have to be, because this is just messages for everyone. But if you're in a separation, don't be waiting for your twin flame, especially if they've made it clear that they're not ready. Make sure you're living your best life ever. And sometimes you're in this space to be by yourself, so that you can actually enjoy that and kind of have the life that you deserve as well too. Many of you guys had a lot of relationships very young, and codependent relationships and toxic relationships. We have the divine feminine that may have had a history of having narcissistic partners or karmic partners or people that weren't great for you. For some of you guys, these were just relationships, marriages, things like that. This is time to really focus on yourself and to do what you enjoy. So if you've been at home waiting for your twin flame, make sure you're getting out there and living life and having a little bit of fun. This doesn't have to look like partying. It could just be like doing more. Now, this is the problem of why you haven't been. We have this Three of Swords. You've been through heartbreak, betrayal, unhappiness, sadness, being in a third-party situation, suffering a loss, and experiencing a hardship. This is from your twin flame. This is a twin flame reading. Many of you guys have been, I call it, triangulated with other people through your twin flame with their behavior and their patterns, where maybe some of them were like entertaining karmic partners. Despite that, they may have betrayed you or hurt you in some type of way. And they've broken your heart, literally, whether not showing up for you, not committing. We have a lot of non-committal, right? We have a lot of avoidance. We have all of these kind of patterns that are surfacing within the ascension, but they have hurt you in some type of way. You've been through a lot of hardships in the past few months, especially. This is why it's important that you're healing these wounds, but this is the third party wound as well, too. It indicates someone else in the connection. We're talking on the other side, too, with the masculine. So it could have been things that they've been trying to hide from you, but you're aware of. They've broken your heart in some type of way. Time to heal these deeper wounds that it's triggered. Time to really heal your heart chakra. Time to mend your heart. Do some heart chakra healing. It's going to make you feel a lot better. Divine Feminine, because we do have that third party energy that's coming up as well too. And this is simply them not being able to release the old or trying to go back to old patterns while they were in this connection where you were knowing you after meeting you as well too. So they weren't serious enough to step up. Now just know on the Divine Masculine side that they're getting those lessons very, very fast right now about the seriousness of this all the time too, because they might have been playing games with you and things like that kind of coming up. Just kind of depends though. Take what resonates for you, but something has hurt your heart chakra about this connection. It may have triggered you, made you lonely, according to this reading. We have the Eight of Swords. This is releasing yourself from a mental prison. This is finding solutions. This is letting go of the fear and the anxiety and moving forward with more clarity. You're being guided to really heal fear-based thoughts, negative beliefs, and anxiety that this has triggered as well too. This might have triggered an anxious attachment or a fearful attachment or things like that. It just kind of depends on what was activated in a negative way from this connection as well too. You're going to notice you're moving forward with more clarity the more that you're healing as well too, and those fear-based thoughts, they go away, they dissolve as well too. So this is about clearing and healing fear-based thoughts that might be replaying in your mind, that might be blocking your love life, because when we talk about that last card with the Three of Swords, it's painful blocks of the heart chakra, and some of them might be coming from reoccurring thoughts, beliefs, and patterns. You're being guided to be mindful of any fear-based negative thoughts, especially about your twin flame. They have to go. If you're in a separation and you're still thinking negatively about them, you're not ready to come back together, and this is contributing to the separation. They may have hurt you. I'm not saying they haven't, right? But you're needing to find that forgiveness, heart chakra healing for yourself so that you can move forward with more clarity on your own spiritual path. Page of Cups. This is like messages coming through. This is happy news, a crush, admirer, romantic proposal, love messages, conversations, apologies, creative impressions, and artistic ideas. So this is for those in separation, it's driving your twin flame crazy to know that if they didn't want you, that you're probably getting attention from others. So that if they did, we'll say they weren't ready, there's a separation energy, they are thinking of it heavily, that you might be dating or you might be with other people, and it's driving them crazy as well too in their own mind and things like that. And maybe you are, maybe you aren't as well too. So we have this kind of energy kind of coming up. This is like water sign energy too. But this is like people might be wanting to date you, because if you're single, they most certainly will as well too. But this is also about your twin flame, about whether you're not having a lot of communication or communication, expecting some type of communication to open up, but when they're ready as well too. So in this space of separation, it might drive you crazy, but it's so that you guys can think on the connection and think what went wrong, or if one wasn't ready, they could actually get ready as well too. Separations happen for many different reasons. So we have a lot of separation energy coming up in this reading. For those that are in union, expect more messages, more contact, more communication. The masculine is going to open up, tell you how they feel more, and tell you that they love you as well too. Okay, so we're going to do a reading for the Divine Masculine to see what is going on. Make sure you guys are getting ready for the new month too. Make sure you're really taking care of your energy right now. Beautiful, getting into new chapter, spring vibes. All right, so reading for the masculine, divine masculine collective, just to see what is going on. Let's see, and we'll do, if you are the divine feminine, just take this as messages straight from your divine masculine as well too. So divine masculine collective, messages from divine masculine to divine feminine. I feel like I don't even know who I am anymore as well too. This is things being shaken up around their core identity with spiritual awakening. They've been holding on to that 3D persona like that they show everyone else. When it's not them, they could do better or they could do higher, needing to integrate more of their higher self as well too. They're going through some type of spiritual awakening. I don't want to say identity crisis, but that's what comes up too, because they're having all of their beliefs questioned. And that they had all of this, everything was together, they were very controlled before meeting you, and you've shaken up a lot for them as well too, with the ego as well too. You've stirred up a lot energetically. I'm confused about what I should do for my feelings for you. They feel very strongly for you. Some may be hiding it because we have these ego messages. Some may not know how to express it. Some may not know how to handle it internally too. So we have a lot of feelings being stirred. Some of these are feelings for you, but some of these are negative feelings from their past and past traumas that they didn't deal with, that you came along and triggered on some type of level. So it's making them face their own healing, and they're in this energy of confusion about you and about the situation. It hurts to see online that you've moved on with your life. You might be doing better than the masculine. Just kind of depends, right? Like you might be doing better. This could go either way, right? Interchangeable. But you might be doing better. You might have moved on. We talked about that, about living your best life, feminine. Divine feminine is being guided to live their best life and not to wait for the masculine if they can't keep up. And so they might be seeing that, and they might be stuck. I use the word stuck in these energies that they're having to deal with and they're having to heal, and they're not feeling great from all of this. And it's less to do about you and any separation and more to do with their own ego wounds that they're having to face and deal with. You've triggered this person in some type of way, and they haven't gotten over it for those in separation. The distance between us is killing me. I long to hear your beautiful voice again. And they won't admit it if in separation they're not ready to yet, but they miss you. The distance and separation kills them because they have to sit with themselves and their own energy. And divine feminine, you're like the sun to their world. You're like literally lighting things up for them in a positive way when you guys are getting along. It's real good. When you're in separation, it is real bad. And so the distance and the separation is killing them because it puts them, I'll say plummets them into darkness and into separation. When you guys are in separation, it really is darkness, void, 4D energy. And masculine might be having a hard time with that too, that they're missing you, they're missing your energy, but that might be what they need in the separation so that they can take accountability and heal things on their end. So we have masculine needing to face themselves. They might have been the runner, not all of them. And this doesn't have to be manifested as actual running, but it can be. I've seen so many stories of it, right? Of actual running. It's avoidance of their self and their own healing and their own spiritual aspects in ways that they've been pushing away. They're not running from you. They're running from God and their spiritual awakening and the changes that they need to make in your life too. So we have this person may have gone avoidant, pushing you away, runner. They're needing to face these parts of themselves finally as well too. They don't want to run. They were forced to face these parts if they've been in a separation of themselves, and to kind of move through this energy. They're indecisive. They know that they've hurt you, but depends on their level of awareness and understanding as to how they affected you too. They're still indecisive. They know that they didn't make a decision and that it hurt you. And this could have played out in many different ways of how they did too. So we have that they know that they have hurt the divine feminine, but they're too in their own darkness to, I don't want to say don't really care, can't really understand all of your side of it too, of how they may have contributed to hurting you in some type of way, because they're so stuck in their own energy and healing. Okay, so we have some type of dishonesty. By lying, I ripped us apart. They were not honest or truthful with you about things, but it didn't matter because you come through as that like Queen of Swords, saw everything, saw the truth. Maybe you're really, really psychic. Maybe you're an intuitive empath. Maybe you're a light worker. Maybe you're a healer. Maybe you're very spiritually awakened, divine feminine, and you could see everything about them as well too, to the core of them. And you know, something has happened where they were not honest with you. It could have been about their feelings, or they were trying to hide things in their life, as we talked about, because we did have that third party energy come up. I am always longing for you. That longing doesn't stop. You guys are always thinking of each other all the time, even if you won't admit it, or you're in these ego states or these states of separation. This person is longing for, you're longing for each other. They're on your mind an awful lot, we'll say. Okay, so we have unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss, and sometimes it might feel like I say we're put on the shelf, right? Don't get put on the shelf. Put on the shelf, but that's because this person has tried to leave a door open, and they might do that with all of their relationships. There could be a toxic pattern, but this is twin flame as well too, and it's much bigger than yourself. So there's something that hasn't been resolved, worked out. There's unfinished business. There's unresolved, unhealed karma that may have been stirred up between the two of you. If it didn't go good too, it might have added to it too. This is why twin flames become karmic partners. Oftentimes when it becomes karmic, it's to push you to clear the karmic energies, or to show you certain things too. So we have that kind of energies come up. Divine masculine has a past of addiction and not handling or coping with things well. Some of you guys have, we'll say, mental karmic manifest as bad relationships of the past, mental health issues, addiction, karmic patterns, right? Feeling lethargic, low in energy. These things are from your past, right? And your past Akashic. So we have toxic attachments, and this was to people, alcohol, other things like that. And for the first time, masculines needing to face themselves without all of these things, because you guys are being guided to clear all those vices like alcohol, drugs, toxic partners, partying, and things like that. So we have this card coming up where it's surfacing old things from masculine's past. This is a twin flame connection and a past life connection. Many of you are questioning it. That will happen a lot on the journey too. We talked about that yesterday, right? So masculine may be questioning this or replaying things, but deep down they know that you're the one, or that you are their twin flame, but they might not be able to make sense of things, or they may know that they've messed things up on their end too of this union if in separation, and they might be replaying that right now. There's a lot of distance, boundaries, and things like that between this person as well too. So we have this separation energy. For many of you guys, your divine masculine may have not, I don't want to say it, treated their past partners great. They might have been really quick to kind of, to blow off past love interests and things like that. And they may have done this with you too, and then they're regretting it big time if you're in the separation energy and you feel it was on the masculine's end. But there is distance between you guys. There's a lot of separation and unhealed stuff that's come up where you might feel farther and farther apart. Some of this might be the universe pushing you apart, but we also have this being created distance in the connection to be dealt with, to be healed. This is a fated meeting. You were meant to meet each other. You're destined partners, but it's up to you as to how this will go and how you are with each other too. So this was a predetermined encounter that you planned to meet each other on earth during this time and to find each other. And it's a miracle that you have. So you were meant to meet this person on whatever level. They're meant to play a role in your spiritual awakening, in your spiritual path, and your soul's growth. Once again, strong 1111 twin flame messages coming through. You might be seeing angel numbers right now. You're being reminded this is your twin flame, and everything is possible as well too. So this is a situation that may need healing, but you're being reminded of the power of the twin flame connection. You might be seeing an increase in angel numbers, thinking of the person. Masculine has trust issues. This is problems with energy too. So this is like trust sacral issues that may have come up in the connection too. This is to see beyond the illusions of the soul and beyond yourself too. There's a lot of a mirroring that comes up and things like that. This is seeing beyond the illusion and to change your perspective. If you're seeing things in the 3D light, they play out in a 3D light, shifting your perspective to a 5D perspective. This is a connection that was meant to take you home and lead you home, pathway to true love. I see a lot of people focus on money, work, blah, 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 the matrix, right? being guided to focus on love. That is the highest light. It is the highest path to the creator and to source as well too. Being guided to open your heart to love. This will open up your path. So masculine, if you've been making choices that are not aligned with love, like putting your family's needs first, putting money first, other things, and putting your divine feminine off, this is why you're not happy. Meant to choose love with this. So we have this message that divine masculine has in some way. We have the 10 of Cups in reverse. So this should be like happy home and family card, but it's not. You're very unhappy with yourself right now. This is separation, disharmony, you know, family bonds being broken as well too. And this is important because you're meant to come together in this beautiful happy home energy, maybe having, you know, children and family and twin flame and abundance and marriage and reunion and being happy. But this is the opposite. There's something going on in your love life and some type of separation being created. And we have that family message too. Some of you guys are needing to cut ties with family members that are toxic. If you've been allowing them to guide your path, you know how that goes. Or if you've been living life to please them. We do have the Lovers card. This is a powerful indicator. We have so many twin flame cards that are coming through with this connection too. This is a deep connection. This is perfect union, deep love. There's a mutual attraction, but you're needing to find balance within yourself to make a decision. The control dramas won't work in your twin flame union. You're needing to find balance. It's not about, you know, all of that. It's finding balance within the feminine and the masculine. So if you have been divine masculine suppressing the feminine energy within you and pushing it out, not allowing it. And this could be from old childhood stuff, old wounds, old relationship wounds, but needing to allow these energies in to find balance within it too. So needing to balance the divine feminine and the divine masculine union is a reflection of these energies being balanced, separation, broken, something off, right? We have the Hanged Man. Things haven't been moving in this connection. You might feel you're in limbo, lacking direction, feeling trapped, feeling stuck in a situation you're not happy with. You're needing to see a different perspective because things have not been moving. This is my favorite. We have the Devil in reverse, but this is like attachment. Some of you guys need to clear past energies, dark entities, attachments, things that are weighing you down, negative energies in your life as well too. So this is clearing the addictions, the karmics, and to reclaim your power and free yourself. So this could manifest in many different ways. Sometimes it's materialism, codependency, overindulgence, addiction, obsession, or just toxic relationships. So this represents your karmic relationships of the past. Some of you guys have not untangled yourself and they're getting in the way of your union. Like if you're in separation, the universe has shown you certain things and said, you have more work to do. You're not coming into divine union carrying your karmic ex with you, your baby mama, right? Sorry, like all this stuff. Because this is related to the lovers. These are the chained up lovers. This is the karmic lovers of your past. You're not coming into union bringing toxic family members into it or all of it, right? Or bringing addiction, alcoholism, codependency, right? This stuff has no room in union too. So there's something that you haven't faced within yourself or healed, and it could be your own kind of tendencies, karmic patterns, karmic energies, things you haven't healed fully, patterns you're trying to carry around and play out in the twin flame union. It could be ways that you're reacting, ways that you're detaching, deactivating, right? Just all sorts of things as well too. This is like not the best, but it's about facing yourself and your shadow and the dark side and to heal these things because they have no room in the union. Because we have two cards there. We have the beautiful lovers, and this is where you're with the divine. And then we have the negative of your past relationships, and this is like the opposite of that too. So we have a lot of messages about shifting into union, but in order to do that, needing to heal certain things. Everyone's in a different place though. Just kind of pay attention to what resonates for you. I'm going to go on that note anyways, but have a beautiful day. It's a great day to be booking me on my website. If you do need me, have a beautiful day.